Hello there, it's Mr. Rops.
And Mr. Cole.
And today we're going to do lots of technology. We are solving equations with the GDC, otherwise known as the Graphic Display Calculator. Okay, so in doing this, we have two methods that we're going to solve it. And the first one is called the intersection method. And so if we are going to try and solve this equation here, 3m plus 4 over 2 equals 15, using this window with this notation, we're going to try and solve it. Well, let's talk about this. What does this notation here mean there, Mr. Cole? What's that mean?
Okay, so that's your domain or the values that x could be. So x is going to go from -10.
All right, which is down over here.
Up to 30.
30. And so it will help us set our window as well. So here's our x values, and here are our y values. And so our y goes from -10 to 20. Okay, so now the idea between the intersection method is we are going to take this part of the equation here, and we're going to call that y1 equals 3m plus 4 all over 2. And then we'll take this part of the equation, the other side of the equation, the 15, and we're going to call that y2 is equal to 15. So we go over to our calculator, and we go y equals, and I'm going to put this into y1. Now, I don't have an m. I'm going to use an x instead of an m. But I want the whole thing to be divided by 2, so I have to put it in parentheses. So it goes parentheses, 3x plus 4, close parenthesis, divided by 2. And then y2 will be just 15. And if I go and let's just do a regular window. That's what we get now. But on my paper, I'm asked to do this interval here. So how should I use my calculator to help me out with that interval there, Mr. Cole?
Okay, so we can change the window.
Okay.
Just the button next to y equals. There we go. And we can change the x minimum, actually, -10, that's okay. X maximum, the biggest value for x is going to be 30. Should we leave the scale?
Let's change the scale to 5. You see how this goes up by 5 kind of thing? We'll make it 5 so we can see what's going on.
And then y values from -10, that one can stay the same, up to 20.
To 20.
Okay, and the scale doesn't really change the graph, it just changes how many little dashes you see on the scales.
So to help us see it, I'll make this one, I don't know, let's keep this one as 1 and then we'll compare the difference between the two.
Okay.
Okay, and now I hit graph. And this picture here is what I get. Notice down here I have the dashes are spread out. That means this value here is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. These are really close together, so these are going by 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way up to 20, and negative as well. So that's all that x scale means. So at this point, all I need to do now is graph those two equations onto my graph. And so I'm going to get a line, and the one was this. Here was my y2, looked like this. My y1 looked approximately like, oh, I can't see it. A little bit here. Okay, so approximately like this. All right, that's kind of what I can show. Now, to find the intersection, it's hard to read it off here. My calculator is wonderful at this. And here's the key. I go second trace. This is probably the most used menu of all the menus. If I go to number 5, which is intersect.
Okay, so we're going to find where the two graphs intersect each other.
Right. Now it's asking me a question, the first curve, and it says y1 is the first curve. Well, that is good for me. I can hit enter. Second curve is talking about y2 here, which is this one, that's good. And now it says to guess. If I look at my graph here, it looks to be about 10. So I'm going to type in 10, hit enter, and there is my answer, 8.6666, comma 15. Now, so this value here is 8.66667, comma 15. So to solve this equation, what value is it, Mr. Cole?
Okay, so m is going to be the x value.
That one there. And so to 3 significant figures is 8.67. That's solving So we graph the two lines, find the point of intersection. That's solving using the intersection method.
Okay, and usually just a sketch is enough, isn't it, for the graph? So
Yep.
that's what you'll do if you're solving it with the GDC. You'll just do a nice sketch of what it looks like.
Use the window settings to help you make your graph here. If you're not given those, but you're given this axis, use these values on the end to help you out. All right.